feeling sort of if that was happening in the moment? And, what do you do about that?
Yeah. Well, I think I noticed that we were stalling a little bit there, and it became apparent. I knew, we needed to get a touchdown, but there's several things that need to happen, and I think a key thing is getting that first down and getting the chains moving and just kind of getting that flow of the offense back, and I think that's a critical thing.
Adrian, after the game, Coach Frost said that after Colorado kicked the field goal in overtime, and he didn't want to risk an interception. He talked about how this is an attacking offense. How does that make you feel to know that that's going through his mind?
Yeah, well, I mean, I trust Coach Frost. Whatever he's calling, I know there's a thought process behind it, and one that I side with. I trust him as a play caller and what he's calling, and it's my job to execute it. Whether he wants to throw the ball, run the ball, we as players have to make it work. We have to, and I think that's something we've put an emphasis on. This week. Make plays work. Go out there and make them work. Don't just go through the motions, whatever. Go and make that play work. Each play, every down. So we can move the chains.
Adrian, there's been only, I think, a couple receivers that have had catches as part of the split ends go. How important is it that we get some of the other guys going in this offense besides Wandell and JD?
Yeah, I think that's a good point, and something that we're trying to do. It's my job to spread the ball around, and I kind of just I go through my reads, progressions, whatever it may be, and I throw to the open guy. I wouldn't say it's something that's intentional on my part, but I think it needs to be made a point of to get some other guys involved too.
Is your process of reviewing the game different from win to loss? In other words, if it's a loss, you feel the thing you thought lost the game, or if it's a win, you still look at the plays where you made mistakes. What's the process as you review a game?
Yeah, well, I would say it's the same. I'm going to watch the entire game, beginning to end, regardless of if we win or lose. I think that's how it should be. Mistakes happen when you win and when you lose. There's things you need to review, you need to learn from. I think when it's a loss, when it's a few plays that might have made a difference, you go back and you focus on those a little bit more. But in general, watch the whole game. There were a few critical ones. I think I held too long on a read and, might have caused a sack. Play here and there. I don't want to get too into it, but, there are a few ones that I think if I would have made a different decision, would have resulted a little bit differently for us.
Sometimes it's hard for us to tell on a running play whether you have the option to keep there or not. On that first play in overtime, did you have that? Were you coached to give that ball to Maurice in
Yeah, we were kind of tuned up all week in practice to give that ball there and have Maurice get around the edge, but that's just how it goes sometimes.
Adrian, I know you guys reached the 24-hour limit, but after what happened this weekend, more difficult, more challenging to flush it?
Well, I'd say this. I think there's no exception. No exception to that rule. There's 24 hours. Put it behind us. It is what it is. We have Northern Illinois this week, and they're a good football team. We're going to have to come prepared and come to play.
Do you get the sense that you guys are having more difficulties than expected running the ball?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I think it's something we need to improve on. There's no question about. I think our running backs, our line, I know that. I think it's something that we can all make a difference in improving, running the ball there. But it's going to be a work in progress and something we're going to have to keep on building on. Each week, each day in practice. It's something that we can improve, and I think we will.
Adrian, can you express or explain a little bit about how far you feel like you advanced from last year and going through those reads that you talked about, like within the offense, finding your second or third option? Were you especially? Did you feel like you were especially good at that as a freshman, and how far do you feel like you've come in that area?
Yeah, well, I think it's a process, and I think last year I got better at it as the year went on, and I think I'm still continuing to improve. I do feel like I'm a lot better this year than I was last year. And that's something that Coach Verduzco, me and him, we constantly work on, constantly try and get better at, being quicker, more efficient, and it'll be an ever-going process.
Anything else for Adrian? Thank you.
Your thoughts about the going on?
Yeah, well, they're a good football team. They came in here and beat us a couple years ago, and they're not a team to take lightly. You know, they're a physical, hard-nosed defense, and I think we're ready for the challenge.
Did you watch that game?
I did, yeah.
You were at home?
I was at home, yeah.
What did you think?
They're a good team, like I said, you know, and they won't be taken lightly.
Adrian, they kind of take pride in being Power 5 team. That's kind of their mission. What do you tell the team this week to get their attention?
Well, I shouldn't have to tell the team anything. We should be ready to play. You know, I think Coach Frost does a great job of that, of preparing us and all our coaches, and we'll be ready. You know, there's nothing should be said. I don't feel the need to, and I think the guys are ready to get after it.